Red light, green light. What's going on, guys? My name's Gareth. Probably most people coming to watch this video have already seen my Channel 1 Squid Game video. If you haven't already, this is Channel 1. We just dropped a massive Squid Game video, but of course, we're on Channel 2 right now speaking when we make daily videos every single day. But this is just kind of a behind-the-scenes little video talking about, showing you my computer. This is literally my laptop. And I'm going to show you the edit of how I made this video and talk a little bit of behind the scenes, and I guess rewatch, I guess. Rewatch is the word. Rewatch what we've just filmed and try and get my input on certain things that I see, and a bit of a behind the scenes documentary on the thing. All right? If that sounds fun, guys, we're making videos every single day in this studio, Channel 2, but of course Channel 1, as if I had to say that, all right? Let me show you the edit first. If you guys aren't aware, we actually make videos live pretty much every day here, so mostly nothing's edited in this space, just so you're aware, okay? So this is my computer, my laptop right here with the camera pointing down, okay? So this is my edit, and I wonder if I can do a picture-in-picture. Maybe I can. There we go. 1 second. All right. That's a bit better. So if I come here, we get to the very front of the movie pretty much. Now, if I go down a little, you guys can see I might remove my face for a second. You guys can see a lot more of the timeline, a lot more of the sound effects. So if I go here, for example, the very first scene where, a few people get shot and killed kind of thing, I've got all these different sound effects right there. So I pretty much layer my sound effects like that as any normal editor would. So all of the red would be the speech. This is the end of the video, pretty much right here. Obviously, this is the start of the video right there. But yeah, speech goes around about here like that. And all these would be the sound effects that I add. Another layer of sound effects that I add. Of course, I've got to raise and lower the sound sometimes just so you can hear my voice kind of thing. Going down a bit more, obviously, is what we've just showed you. So we're just going down and showing you the layers of the sound effects. But if we go up above the actual picture, obviously, this is all the picture right here. Remove my face one more time. And okay, we'll go up now. So now this is showing you the extra layers that I put on top for certain things. But you guys don't want to see that, right? You want to see the green screen action. So yeah, we used a few green screen apps on this edit, and a lot of them were found on YouTube. A lot of these were free things that anyone can pretty much find on YouTube. And like the bullet passing. Getting the bullet accurate and making sure it's facing the right way, and that's a bit of a screen grab of the bullet going over my head. So that kind of stuff took ages, getting the bullet ready, and wow, so much editing involved. This whole edit pretty much took me about 2 weeks, sometimes 10-hour days. But to be fair, it's been a while since I've made a bit of a long video, a longly edited video like this. So longly is not a real word, but hey, I gave it my best shot. All right. Longly in the pants. What am I talking about anymore? Cocks. That's what I'm talking about. Now listen, forget about that. So yeah, it took a long time, right, to make this, and I think a lot of it is due to the fact that I wasn't really placing my spare footage in a proper area. So when you're an editor, right, you need to have you need to have your footage in footage bins, or like me, I don't do that. I have them scattered on the timeline, and I'll show you, for example, right now. So this is the very end of the video right here. I've just pretty much died. Okay. Now, if I go over here, this is all the spare footage. This is all the footage that I edit from. And, this is the green screen action. Blood splatters and bullets flying in the air and stuff like that, little explosions, and I pick from these things in chroma kit. Obviously, this is the sound effects where I'm getting sound effects from. There we go. So yeah, the way I had it set up at one point was just pretty terrible. I was going backwards and forwards. Where's this footage? Where's that footage? I was, a large part of this edit was going backwards and forwards, trying to find where I've placed certain things on the timeline to put it in the proper placement. It's like a jigsaw puzzle that you've never put together before, but you need to put it together, right? The story for this thing. Actually, before I go on to the story, yeah, my Vegas Pro 16 laptop video editing program, which I use, right? God damn. My bird is sneezing. You saw the birds in the video, but god damn. So many glitches. Sometimes, not sometimes, like 50% of the time, there's like an MP3 glitch where in my Vegas Pro laptop software, right? And the actual MP3 audio, which I've saved from online, right? It just disappears and then it comes back and disappears. And even when rendering the video, it disappears. Even when looking at the actual waveforms, right? It literally disappears. Now, I can't really give you an example right here, I don't think, but imagine these things right here. Imagine them physically disappearing and looking like a line. So imagine it looking like a line like this, but then coming back like that, line back like that. It's pretty terrible to see the waveforms disappear and not have any sound come through. Terrible glitches, constantly having to refix that, and also a lot of the let me show you, a lot of the blood splatter things that I was doing for the edit were actually disappearing on me. It's pretty terrible. I don't know why the laptop was doing this or the program was doing this, but up here I've got little boom boom. So that's a couple of frames of me getting shot in the chest, right? I've got them so it moves like that. But these things would literally go up here, sometimes disappear completely. I'd have to keep repositioning it and saving it, and then it would just change again and move somewhere else, and it was just, the worst thing ever. I don't know why it was doing it, but a large portion of my time was just fixing these little mistakes that the computer and the program makes itself, right? Bit of a nightmare. But anyway, I guess we'll just do a bit of a, review. I guess me showing me looking at it. Yeah, deal? This is my video. Let's do it. Red light, green light.
Netflix released their first episode of Squid Game.
So this is Circular Quay train station in Sydney. It's one of the world's best looking train stations. Well, one of the world's best view train stations in the world, pretty much. Really, really nice train station if you've never been to it.
In September 2021, right? No one knew it was going to be a massive hit. I mean, look, when this thing came out,
My birds.
it was huge. You couldn't escape it. Word of mouth happened. Before you...
Right now, I'm literally putting down my milk crate. I brought a red milk crate to do the whole, standing like Titanic on the boat kind of thing. I was considering putting Titanic music in there, but the flute version, the copyright-free version, but anyway, whatever. I wasn't going to do it, so I wanted to keep it mostly Squid Game. Obviously, we did the Matrix thing, but anyway, let's continue.
You had a TV show that was not just the #1.
If you go back there very quickly, this person actually brought their dog. I'll remove my face. This person brought their dog, and their dog has a Squid Game jacket on. You see that?
That was not just
That's really, really cute. I had to add that to the video.
the #1 on Netflix, but the TV show that was the world's most talked about.
This show was
in
huge.
the world. The internet quite literally went crazy for the show when it came out. It was unstoppable. And today, me and my girl Vicky,
Hey, Vicky.
we're in Circular Quay here in Sydney.
You can literally see the Squid Game doll from the station platform. It's crazy.
Right behind me,
There it is, right?
is the very famous spooky
Red light.
green light doll in the...
And there's one of the pink suit guys. I'm actually friends with one of the guys on Facebook. If he's watching, hey man, how's it going? Apparently, we went to ATYP, which is Australian Theatre for Young People. It's an acting school, which Nicole Kidman, I'm pretty sure, ended up going to it. It's pretty much a wharf, almost right underneath the Harbour Bridge, the Sydney CBD side. And yeah, I ended up doing a few different classes there many years ago, and I didn't realize, but one of the actors in the pink suit was actually my friend, and after that he added me on Facebook and said, hey, you won't believe it, but it was me in the suit. He wasn't allowed to actually talk to me. The guys in pink suits were, told to keep quiet. I was directing these guys in pink suits to do things, but I couldn't see their faces, and yeah, he couldn't talk to me. He wasn't allowed to, but yeah, he added me on Facebook later, and that was really, really cool. Let's continue.
First episode. Let's go check her out.
I think it's really cool that this thing actually moves.
Replica doll in Sydney for 4 days.
I mean, not only did they build this replica doll, but it physically moves, spins around, and actually has the eyes that light up. So they clearly did a good job, right?
Over the Halloween weekend. And when I heard
if that's not the best view in the world, I don't know what is.
the news, I quite literally
hey Vic.
check it out.
Green light, red light.
Baby, the game looks dangerous. Don't do it this time.
It was very
Don't be
dangerous.
silly, it's just a pop-up statue.
Are you sure it's safe, Gareth?
Yeah, of course it's safe.
Kinda,
Alright?
kinda. See, if you look there, the eyes are actually glowing. That's not editing at all. That's actually editing. Real life, I should say. But obviously the gunshots with the explosions in the mouth, obviously editing. Boom, 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 boom.
God, how do they do that? Is it rubber bullets?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, so in order to get the storyline across, I basically had to write a script. I mean, I wrote a huge script, pretty big script on my phone. I wish I could have done a better job because I ended up getting, same with the video editing software, when I was trying to find the footage, I was going backwards and forwards. Where's the footage again? I was getting lost in the edit. It was terrible, but yeah, I was kind of getting lost with my script as well because I hadn't planned it properly. But like I had one part of the story here, one part of the story there, and it wasn't matching up. But at least I needed to get the fundamentals filmed, right? Obviously, when I'm writing this story, I need to tell myself to get a camera angle here, camera angle there, a camera angle behind, standing like this, because if I don't get all those shots, and I obviously tick them off, and it's done afterwards, but if I don't get those shots, I go home and I haven't got the shots, so I need to get as many of these shots as possible, and try and edit it together as best as possible, and hopefully it came out good, right? Anyway, let's continue.
I mean, I think they're actually firing something, but it's not bullets, right?
It would have been cool if they were.
Alright, I've got a trick up my sleeve.
It's a cookie.
To win the game.
It's a cookie.
I'll be right back, Vicky. Look, I've seen this show twice now.
I have,
I
twice.
know exactly what to expect, and I have absolutely no idea
my birds.
why I played this game.
But I did.
But I did.
It was so much fun doing it. It was stressful because I had to film this, right? But
I'm starting to feel like the old man. I've seen this before.
by the way, my girlfriend got all the camera shot works, and I was, directing her, basically telling her to do this and this. She's a trooper. Thank you, Vicky. She was stressed that day. I was stressed that day. But I think the end result was pretty good. And we were there for about an hour and a half, and you have to check in with a barcode because of the COVID situation, and you have to also have 2 vaccinations to get in there. So you see a lot of the people that are behind the barricades either didn't want to come in or they couldn't come in because they didn't have their vaccination certificate, right? Obviously I've got mine, Vicky had hers. Let's continue. For that shot there, I'm actually running with a camera attached to a camera pole attached to my body. It's like a big vest. I probably will do a review on it someday, but yeah, you may have seen them in music videos and movies like The Hangover. We just saw The Hangover 1 and 2 tonight. Good movies, obviously, but there's a camera that comes out of the stomach and points at the face, the pole, and I had that for those running shots, so that's how I got that shot, right? Let's continue.
I think I've got an idea of how to win this game. I know how to win this.
It's important to match the music up to the moments, otherwise it just doesn't work.
Gareth, that's the wrong game.
DJ, stop at the right moment,
I knew that.
And then look, I'm about to make sure the thing flies in the air. Listen to the next song. Awesome, right? Now that's actually, the woman singing this song is actually the same woman who sang that song in the actual TV show. All All right, so this is her actual YouTube channel right here. And the girl's only got 9,000 plus subscribers. Come on, give her some love. She's the actual voice from the show. Now, she has this song right here. Now, that's the song that I ended up using. I'm hoping there's no copyright, but if there is, I mean, it is what it is. I really wanted to get the proper music in. Now, when I say proper music, that is the song that I ended up using, but then again, that is actually a cover that she did. I don't think she's allowed to actually put the official song on her YouTube channel because of copyright. I think she said on the videos, if you look at the description, she says something about copyright, and that's why she hasn't actually got the official song on her YouTube page. But that's basically her doing a cover of her song on the Netflix show, right? So yeah, I use that song, and I will be linking that song in the Channel 1 video. And of course, this behind the scenes video is telling you that the song you're about to listen to now is definitely her from the show. Let's continue.
Little did I know that cookie would come back to haunt me.
Oh, it really did. It was terrible. That bloody cookie got me so good. The amount of looks I got from people, including this lady, I've got a lot of scrap footage which I never use. Right, it's so much footage of people filming me, talking about me, laughing at me, and pointing at me, but laughing at me in a good way. You know, like, oh wow, this guy's actually getting serious and he's actually filming something with his girlfriend. And yeah, I had my big camera and a big tripod kind of thing, and obviously the milk crate, and people were very interested with what we were doing together. And yeah, hopefully these people end up seeing the video, right? That would be really cool for them. Anyway, let's continue. Slip. Now this scene right here, I wanted to get this scene as accurate as possible. So I ended up, let me show you. I ended up, let me just quickly show you right now. Okay, we'll do picture in picture very quickly. We'll go to number 1. Where is that actual scene? Where is the actual segment of me falling? Here it is here. So if I scroll up, if I go up, I've got, well, I might not have it anymore, but I actually had the actual Squid Game footage from the actual show here. I've got these two ones blacked out like this because I didn't want to render or look at the actual show. But yeah, I had the actual Netflix show up there so I could reference my edits with this edit. This particular scene where I'm getting held up by the guy in the suit, right? The pink suit, pink soldier. So yeah, I wanted to make it as accurate as possible for this little segment alone. So there you go. Interesting. So the edits and the cuts are the exact same, time-wise, as the original, all right? For this particular moment. Kind of. Bam. And the guy gets killed in the back. I thought it's kind of funny too, because that's what happened in the show, right? So just pretend he moved, and that was his death scene, all right? Have another look on the right. There he is. What did he ever do in life? Bam. Now, mind you, I actually did add two or three more scenes here just to extend it. I know I said that I kept it as accurate as possible as the show, and I did, but I added 2 or 3 more scenes to extend the longevity of this, to, you know, a bit more of a comedic laugh, bit more of a payoff. You know, I think it adds up to be 5 or 7 seconds longer than the original scene, right? Anyway, here we go. I found some copyright-free seagull sounds on YouTube and a copyright-free ferry boat sound. Those weren't filmed there. It was very noisy with people talking and chatting and laughing there, so I couldn't use that footage, right? I couldn't use that sound. It's important to start music and stop music in specific locations in your video, otherwise it just doesn't look professional, right? Cut to the beat. Now this right here, I really needed a close-up shot but I didn't have it, unfortunately, so I had to get my mum. For those keen-eyed people out there, yes, this person has nail polish, and that's my mum. We couldn't end up finding any black gloves, and in my opinion, most people won't see it, and even if you do see it, I mean, who cares, right? Not a big deal. But that's my mum tickling my nose with
Can you not do that?
with a feather from my bird cage, I might add, and the birds were on my shoulder before, so there you go. You learn something new every
Why
day.
are you doing this? Why?
He was so mean. He helped me one moment, and the next, he's basically trying to murder me. So, you know, they're psychopaths, these pink soldier guys. Clearly.
I think the statue saw me. I'm gonna have to Neo from the Matrix and stuff.
I'm going to have to Neo from the Matrix and stuff. Trinity, help!
Help!
I had a reference on my phone. I ended up recording the actual Matrix bullet time scene on my phone, and then I was playing it back to Vicky on the train and there to kind of train her to get the cool shots that I needed to get, kind of like the movie as best as possible. So that's what we did there. Let's continue. And if you see that shot right there, like, see how the bullets are facing towards me, right? Now this bullet right here, it basically moves in the same way as if the camera was tracking it. Do you know what I mean? In very fast, slow motion. You get what I'm trying to say? So look at the bullet. It physically moves. It went a little too fast, didn't it? But it physically moves because it took a lot of editing to do that. A couple of days, if not more, just to get those bullets going past. Yeah, that whole Matrix scene took a lot. So the bullet basically moves with the camera. And I wasn't using any sort of motion tracking software, but I was just basically finding a bullet with a green screen effect that would actually move by itself. And if I can get this thing to work again, then I might show you again. Have a look at this. My camera just went off then, that's why I had to do that. So one of these ones is the one. Is that the one? No. Where is it? Oh, that's the one. Hang on. Yes, that's the one right there. So see it actually moving? That's the exact bullet thing that I ended up using. And I had to position that shot specifically for the turn of the camera ever so slightly with keyframes, and it was terribly fucking long job to do, but you know, I ended up doing it, right? It had to be done. It looked authentic, so why not, right? And just like in the Matrix, the knees, the legs kind of getting shot, and then quick fall down. That was another situation where I copied the Matrix exactly for that scene, right? Kind of cool. And this right here is actually my mum filming me on my driveway. We didn't have a close-up shot of me falling down. And also, I've got to tell you, me getting held up by the pink soldier, the close-up shots of me getting held up was filmed in my driveway by my mum, and I was on the milk crate again. Sorry, no, I wasn't on the milk crate for that. I was kind of just hovering over the camera like this, and she was filming up. And of course, she was filming this shot right here, and of course the nose tickle shot. So yeah, there you go. I didn't have those shots, and I really needed them. So you'd never know if I didn't tell you.
For me, the Squid Game doll is basically a Star Wars stormtrooper because you can't shoot for shit. Ha 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 ha.
Most people probably won't notice, but look here. Look right here. I put a couple of bullet things here. You see it? Did you see it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I should have just...
She's a vengeful bitch. A vengeful bitch.
But unfortunately, I didn't.
So one of the reasons why I added these talking scenes in this video is because without them, the actual... The footage that I've only shot in Sydney wouldn't have been good enough story-wise. It just wouldn't have carried on properly. I didn't have enough footage. So, you know, using these talking shots were perfect to continue on the story. That's one of the reasons why I did it. Cool? And, this is basically me just pretending to get shot, and you're adding really cool shots in of pink soldiers.
Even the pain feels real.
That's Vicky pretending to scream. She's actually not screaming. I added the scream later, but she's kind of like, quietly like that, making no sound. But yeah, you wouldn't know. The scream kind of sounds like her a little bit, to be honest.
Wow.
So this is me just getting some B-roll shots next to the statue, right? You know, I'm filming these things completely out of order, you know, bit of this, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that, and then of course getting the main proper A-roll, which is me getting shot, me talking, me and Vicky, you know, me licking a thing. That's the A-roll. The B-rolls, the, you know, filming the statue. Not that, I mean, the statue and the pink guy shouldn't be B-roll in a way, because it's hugely important to the story, right? Without it, you haven't got the story, right? So, but yeah, I was literally on the floor just filming him. People loving that I was doing this, hey? They were filming it and everything, talking about it. It was cool.
Before you do it.
So I've got one shot of me holding this guy, because I told a couple of these guys. One was my friend, like I said. The other one I don't know, but you know, I got one shot of me holding this guy before he tries to kill me. Because I asked him, could you do this? And he just kind of nodded. Like I said, they wouldn't speak. But this next shot,
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
this next shot, it looks like I'm holding onto him, but I'm clearly not. I'm just holding onto my camera, you know, trying to get as accurate as possible. You know, because there was such a huge crowd around that doll, there was, you know, constant, never-ending stream of people coming in and out of that area, right? I couldn't film me getting shot and killed next to the doll. It kind of looks like I am next to the doll because I filmed it that way, but I'm not. We're actually towards the end of near the barricades kind of thing, away from everyone. And yeah, it just kind of looks like I'm right next to the doll, but I'm not. All right, awesome. Otherwise, if I would have done it next to the doll, there would have been too many people in the way. You would have seen people's faces. It just would have been, you know, awkward. Awkward. Everyone's watching, right? It worked out all right as it is.
We're on 2 different YouTube channels, Channel 1 and Channel 2. We make videos.
Oh, yes, we
on
are.
Channel 2
Every single day.
I love you.
Get ready for the bang, everybody. And that's, of course, green screen, bang, explosion, blood coming towards the camera. I did a bullet, and I constantly did, what's the word? Oh, I can't remember the name again. I keep forgetting that name. When you add little motion dots every frame to get the bullet in the exact same place, the bullet wound hole in the exact same place. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, let's continue. And I've got 50 frames per second camera, so I'm able to slow down the footage, which is awesome, which is what we needed. And the GoPro footage that was on my body with the tripod, with the pole and the, you know, kind of thing, that was 200 frames per second, I believe. Something roughly in that ballpark. If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of my death with the boop. Mr. Beast! We love you, Mr. Beast! And that's just another shot that I didn't end up using, but I thought it might be cool. Listen for the noise. Hang on. Can you hear the noise? There we go. It's kind of a boop, boop. It represents someone's death in the show, right? That's just a quick little talk about this. We're on, what are we on now? Getting close to very close to 30 minutes. Hope you guys liked the behind the scenes video and the talk and the conversation regarding it all. If you did, like I said, we're making daily videos here every single day. Come and do your thing. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at TallBoyGareth. I've been Tall. My name's Gareth. And I will see you beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. See ya.